Hi guys, welcome to Be Jones Style channel. Welcome to my house. I'm doing a little bit of a different video today and I actually hope to turn this into a series. But basically it's an opportunity for me to talk with you guys, share my tips on styling and how to approach trends and fashion and all of that, using vintage, using thrift, using what you have in your closet. I like to beat to my own drum, but I also like to tune into the trends on the runways, and honestly, that's a lot of where I get my inspiration, and I feel like it kind of even guides me through vintage and thrift stores, knowing the different things that I'm looking for based off the trends. So much of what's on the runways is often inspired by vintage, and so I use the thrift stores and vintage shops to find those things. And something I love about that is it's all about kind of the one piece. And so I like that I'm looking at the runways, being inspired by the runways, but finding the one piece that is not like any other piece. And it's all about the hunt and the find. I've been thinking about this lately. Why do I like thrift stores, vintage shops, buy sell trade stores, all those things? I love that it's, you know, reusing clothes, but I love the hunt. I love feeling like I don't know what I'm gonna find and then finding that one amazing piece, and then that piece can inspire a whole outfit. Or like I'm going to talk about today, I've seen what's on the runways, I've been inspired by that, and then I'm actually finding the piece maybe that inspired the designer. By the way, my hair is going to go back and forth because I just keep flipping it. So today I'm really excited because I'm going to talk about the spring trends that were all over the runways, I guess last fall, showing spring 2018, and just give you guys lots of tips on what to look for when you're thrifting and you're vintage shopping or you're going to Crossroads. You will be able to know what was on the runways, what you can be looking for, and how to do that. So we're gonna jump in. The first trend that was all over the runways was pastel colors. I love what's happening. It's all about that kind of baby pink, baby blue, baby yellow, all those colors that were really big in the 90s actually, if you think about even Clueless era. One runway show in particular that I loved their use of pastel was Celine, and you can see this one look that had the yellow buttery skirt, a pale pink blazer with it, and then even some kind of nude pastel-y boots. Love that look. Victoria Beckham showed this all very lavender suit dressing, and then Preen even did this kind of floaty, ethereal, pale pink dress that is such a dream. So with that trend, pastels, a great way to approach shopping in a thrift store or vintage shop is looking for pastels. It actually makes it so easy to shop because you can kind of just walk the aisles and look for colors to pop out at you. If you want to copy the Celine look, you look for the pale pink blazer, you look for the pale buttery yellow skirt or pants, a purple turtleneck. It's taking the inspiration from the runway and then knowing what to look for in the store. So with that in mind, I've been shopping that way, and one example is this. It is this beautiful pale blue jacket that a fleece material, very 90s for sure. This is one piece that I found recently that is the pastel blue. While we're on the topic of color, color is huge for spring, and I am super embracing it this season, way more than I ever have. Colors that I've never wanted to wear, I'm wanting to wear again. Bold colors is huge. So that is bold red, bold blue, bold purple. I can't believe I even said the word purple. I've never wanted to wear purple in my life, and now I want to wear purple, all over purple, crazy purple. Anyways, purple, blues, reds, pinks, yellow, really bright, bold yellow. And you can see on Christopher Kane's runway the all over yellow look that's just pow. Stella McCartney showed an incredible dress that was just a really bold red. On the topic of bold colors, just like the pastel, you can head into the thrift store, vintage shop, whatever, and just, again, walk the aisles and look for those colors. Recently, I went and I honestly walked in. I knew that I was just looking for a blazer in a bold color. So I walked the blazer aisles, and I just, anytime I saw any pops of color in blazers, I grabbed it. Even just take one section at a time, like I did, take the blazer section, or think, oh, I'd love to add a bold colored pants to my look this spring. So go into the pants section and look for bold colors. With that in mind, like I said, I've been buying bold color, and this is actually one of the ones, I just got this at Goodwill for $10, and I cannot wait to work this in with spring. And you could do color blocking and mix it with lots of different bold colors, or you could go all over teal or all over blue. You could throw this on honestly with the t-shirt I'm wearing right now and some high-waist denim and you're good to go. Another bold color that I recently just purchased was this incredible marigold bold yellow, kind of very whimsical and bohemian dress that I just got at Crossroads. And again, I walked into Crossroads looking for color in general. I love this as actually a layering piece and a way to wear a different color. I mean, if you really want to get crazy, you could also do bold color tights. Those are coming huge for fall. But yeah. So look for yellow. Okay, let's go back to purple. So purple in general, I feel like was its own section of runway inspiration. Lavender took over the runways. It was everywhere. There was a few shows that just really popped up for me, which one was Michael Kors. And he showed this silky kind of midi length or even almost maxi length lavender skirt paired with an oversized lavender sweater. Dries Van Noten or Noten, I'm never sure how to say it. They showed this lavender trench. That would be a dream to find in a thrift store. Like I mentioned, Victoria Beckham also showed just an incredible suit that was just all lavender pieces. Go in looking for lavender. You could look for a lavender shirt, a lavender cami, a lavender pair of pants, a lavender suit, a lavender sweater, a lavender jacket. I don't know, just lavender. You guys might remember this when I went thrifting with Corey. I feel like this started the whole purple thing for me. I found this lavender camisole slip dress, which actually I've worn this a lot as a tank top layered over things. So I've layered this with a turtleneck or just like a tight tee. But I love the idea actually for spring and summer of wearing it on its own with another pair of lavender pants or a lavender skirt. Purple pants that I just picked up at Crossroads. These are Acne actually, and they are incredible, super tight, high-waisted, and I love the idea of having the lavender with more of the bold jewel tone purple. How great is that? Who knew? The next trend is flight suits. They were all over the runways for spring, and I'm a jumpsuit girl, so I was all about this. Gucci made the best flight suit. It's this very vintage inspired as usual. Green, incredible flight suit with a huge Gucci belt in matching color. I love it. If you could find a vintage, like I think even probably 60s or 70s would have something like that. Look in vintage stores or look on Etsy. Stella McCartney went with that much more kind of oversized slouchy flight suit. I love that look, and even the idea of maybe wearing them with sneakers or sandals in the summer is just an easy go-to but very statement piece. And Tibby did this awesome flight suit that had kind of a belt coming through and then not a belt on this side. Silk and chic looking. I feel like the best way to approach that, those are harder to find in a thrift store, is to actually go vintage. Either go in vintage shops and look for them. Online vintage shops are amazing. You guys, I'm gonna list below a whole list of vintage shops that I love online, and so many of them often carry these flight suits or coveralls, whatever you're looking for, and support the small businesses by buying those pieces from them. And yes, they're a little bit harder to find, so their prices are gonna be a little higher, but I'm all about investing in something like this because honestly, it's such a statement piece. And I've actually had my coveralls for years, and this was before it was a trend, and I just still really liked it. So it's kind of a great piece to always have. Speaking of mine, I have this kind of navy coverall. So you can see on my Instagram that I wore it over kind of pastel mock turtleneck tee. It's just a super fun piece to look for and have fun shopping for them. And the last trend is maybe the one I'm most excited about. It's like a vintage florals, modern romance, prairie dress trend. A throwback to that 70s prairie dress that was really in, but also kind of even Jane Austen era. Basically something that I love. You could go tame and just do like a vintage floral dress, a little 70s boho, or you could just really embrace this trend like I think I'm going to, and just really step outside the box. So this one is a look in vintage shops, vintage online shops. I feel like it's harder to find this kind of stuff in a thrift store. A few examples from the runways. Lowe did these gorgeous vintage floral modern romance dresses that just got me super excited. Valentino also did a little bit more of a bold one. They could go very costumey, but I think you can do it and not look costumey. Definitely it's taking a little more courage to wear these looks, but I'm going to show you two that I recently purchased that I'm so excited to wear. Okay, this one's a little crazy. I wish you could see the whole thing, and don't worry, you will. It's amazing. It is probably 70s. I've seen this look actually with that kind of grandpa sneaker look, which maybe I'll throw them on with Vans. I honestly think it's just, you throw on the dress, you go pretty basic with the shoe, your hair's a little wild, and you just go for it. This one that I recently got is very romantic. It hugs the body properly. It's got the beautiful little puff sleeves, and it's super dreamy, and you just want to be in a field with wild hair and flowers in your hair. I like the idea of wearing these types of dresses in the unexpected places, the places, just the everyday places. That is it. Those are the spring trends that I wanted to share with you guys to be looking for when you're thrifting, you're vintage shopping, you're doing the buy sell trade thing, whatever you're doing. It's a great way to kind of go into a store a little prepared, knowing the things to look for, the things to get excited about, the ways that you can style outfits using these trends. And we just had the fall runways, so I tuned into those, and there's a few things I already know that I'm looking for. So that's a great tip too, is just tune in for the next season, the things that you want to be looking for. One in particular, cowboy boots. Cowboy boots. Coming back. I'm excited. I'm looking for them. I'll let you know when I find them. Oh my gosh, another thing that I saw coming for fall that I'm for sure gonna be looking for, tracksuit jackets. Remember in the 80s, all our moms wore those matching tracksuits? Well, Burberry did really cool versions of the tracksuits paired with their Burberry plaid and hats and everything. So I will be looking for a cool 80s tracksuit jackets. In general, I feel like the 80s is really coming back. Anyways, those are the spring trends that I'm gonna be looking for. Hopefully this helps you guys and kind of helps your shopping when you're doing the whole thrift vintage thing, gives you a little bit of a guide, a little bit inspiration, gets you excited. And you can tune in on my Instagram to kind of see how I'm pulling off these spring trends. And you guys, I have so much fun content coming up. There is a really fun extravaganza gonna be happening with some people that you've seen here on my channel, all coming together and doing something super fun together. So stay tuned for that. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel for new videos every single Thursday. And always, always play dress up.